This is the last one. Here's a few things you can do. Number one, this is the hardest. I'm not talking being nice. Nice doesn't quite do it for me. Being kind means caring about someone else more than yourself. That's hard. That's one of the reasons that our world is screwed up. And that is that when we get up in the morning, and for those of you who have a literary background and know the work of David Foster Wallace or George Saunders, this is what they wrote about. They said, what would our world be like if we got up in the morning and we said, how am I going to help others? As opposed to, what am I going to do today? So at the end of the day, I like myself, or I feel better about myself. David Foster Wallace took his life because he gave up. He gave up because he said kindness means, by the way, think about the number of times if you're in a committed relationship that you get up in the morning and say, what am I going to do today to honor the dreams of my partner? In fact, what are her dreams? What are his dreams? What would I do different today? What would I do to honor the dreams of the people that report to me? That's kindness stuff. Let's go to the next one. Know your patterns. Know the kinds of people who make you the maddest, the angriest, who pisses you off. Oh, and it's been this way consistent. Who are the people that inspire you? If you want to make me crazy, it's when I run into Harvard Business School students and I watch and observe how they treat staff. Like staff are waiters, as opposed to a full and equal partner involved in an enterprise. And if they're my students, I do all I can to flunk them and really get back. No. But be aware of when are you the freshest? When are you, know all that stuff, and then tell people what your pattern is so they don't have to guess. Let's go on, Chris. This, well, it may have something to do with religion, but what it has to do with is there anything that's sacred in your life? This older couple that lived up the street, I see them on Sunday morning, the first Sunday of every month, they'd be walking down the street. And at one point I stopped, and they got to be 80. And I stopped and I said, well, where are you? You guys seem to like each other. Where are you going? And what does she say? She says, every month on the first Sunday, we go to this little diner and we have a gratitude breakfast. A what? A gratitude? How stupid is that? Now, I don't say that. I'm saying it's stupid because I don't have the time and energy to be that sensitive and caring in my partnership. And I go, really? Really? And she says, yeah. And she says, what we do is you have to tell the other person 2 things that you're grateful for them, and 1 thing they could do to make the relationship better. And I said, how long does this take? And she says, well, we have some oatmeal, so it doesn't take long. Maybe 45 minutes. I said, you do really? So all I'm asking you is, what are the sacred places and spaces? And you better do it with your senior teams. Do it with the people that you got to put it. You have to structure it into your schedule, and it's got to be sacred. You need to know this is that what we're worried about in the United States, as well as other countries, is that social media and computers are defining the values for the families now. Because what happens is really exhausted adults come home and they're tired and they're boring, And they kind of say, how am I going to endure this for the next 3 to 4 hours? And in the process, the kids are saying, let's see, well, my parents are boring. Why would I want to talk to them? What's the most important thing in relationships? It's curiosity. It's what we bring into the relationship. So I ask, if boring people are coming home, adults, and they're exhausted, what would you choose? You know, you choose Breaking Bad, no question. There's no question. And so all I'm suggesting is that think about, are there sacred places in your homes, in your apartments, where there are no screens? Are there any evenings where there are no screens? But what I do, and I got to hurry, Kirsten, because I'm running out of time. But Kirsten knows the story about me trying to, at night, I'm exhausted, and I asked my 4-year-old what I could do to be a better dad, and she says, well, Dad, when you're really tired at night and you're reading me stories, you try to skip pages. What? I'd never skip pages. There's no way. And why am I skipping pages? This is the sad part, because I want to get back to my real work. I want to get ready for tomorrow. I'm almost hyperventilating. I'm not hanging out with my partner. So express gratitude. It's a big deal for me and for you. And the research says it's really important. And the last one is just be aware. Just notice everything around you. Just notice everything around you. Please get out of your routines. Your routines will deaden you, and it'll make you a much less effective leader.